So, Gaffer, immediate thoughts after that win today?
I think it was just a professional performance. I mean, it's nice to get the clean sheet. That's our first clean sheet of the season, so it was nice. I don't think we were overly bothered in terms of the Rangers. They avoid the ball. We knew that before the game. We watched them. Technically very good, very gifted players, but they never really caused us many problems. And I thought first half in particular we caused probably more problems for them. We came off it a wee bit in the second half, but ultimately, you know, it's a good set piece. We're looking strong for set pieces this year. It's another one for set pieces, and we've just done a professional job. I see other results today with the B teams, and the B teams are difficult games to play in, they're difficult games to play against, but I'm happy with the performance and application, Jack.
Is it just about using that experience when you're playing these younger teams in, sort of game management skills, getting over the line rather than trying to kind of go toe-to-toe technically with them?
Absolutely, I said that before the game. Do you know, I said to the players, I says if you look at the appearances, league appearances and SPFL appearances in this room compared to Rangers, the kids, and we've all got to start somewhere. We all started there. So, but that's what you've got to use. You've got to use that experience, that know-how, that game know-how, and I think we did that at times. Even, you know, Chrissy Johnson, the wee left back's getting away from him with 2-3 minutes to go, and he knows he's knowing the book, and he goes and commits a foul. It's just knowledge and understanding, experience. So these are the things that you've got to use when you play against these kids, because they're technically very good and they play with a real intensity. But no, I was pleased with today. I was pleased with our performance and our application.
And we spoke last week about Webby maybe offering some advice, and he gets the winner today. I'm not sure if it will go to him or not, but how delighted were you to see him sort of get in there and get about the goals?
Well, listen, we know Webster can play right back. We know he can play the 2. We wanted to see him in the 4, because the one thing he gives you is he's got real pace, he's got real recovery pace, and we may need that at times this season, you know, in different games. So it was good to get an opportunity to see him and Walker playing together, and that's why we took Aaron out, because Aaron did very well last week. Vinny obviously still injured, so it was an opportunity to play the 2 of them, and I thought they did well. I thought Webster did well, and I thought Gordon Walker came in and had another good game today as well.
You touched on clean sheets as well. How important is it to get that first one and try and maybe spur that on into the league games?
It's good. I mean, we try for them all the time, you know, but obviously they're hard to come by, clean sheets, because teams will always put you under pressure. There will always things happen in your box. Helps when you don't give a penalty away right enough. But ultimately it was good. I think we limited them to chances. I thought Ollie Ekipon, what he had to do with his handling was very good, and you expect it from him. You know, it was saves that in handling you would expect Ollie and Shea at their level to make. So, but ultimately the clean sheet's something we can build on defensively.
And you spoke about Chrissy Johnson there. How you, with these Challenge Cup games, get some more game time? How do you feel he's come along, getting back to full fitness?
See, I think he touched the ball 3 times in the first half, and 3 times he delivered the ball into the box. That's what you get with Chrissy. His composure, he knows when to make right decisions and good decisions. And even in the second half, he buys fouls because he's just so clever. And it's good. He's getting there, Jack. He's not quite ready. He's the first to say to start, but he's certainly a real option now for the bench. And we'll just keep working with him, getting him game time. And he's training really, really well. His body weight's coming to where we need it to be. So I always say that. I said that at the start of the season. Chrissy Johnson's a great addition to your dressing room. He's a great addition to your dressing room, not only because he's an experienced player, but also because he brings real quality.
And the skipper obviously missed out at the weekend last week, but he's back. He was with the squad before the game. How is he coming along, getting back to match fitness? He's
okay. He actually would have been fit, but he came back on Tuesday for illness, and he just felt his hamstring. And then on Thursday he just felt it tight again, and we just said no, we're not taking any chances at all. So we just ruled him out completely, and he took the warm up. So I think Franco's sacked today. So he's but no, listen, he still wanted to be involved. He took the warm up. He's a big influence in the team and the dressing room, and hopefully he'll be fit and available for this week to train and get ready for Spartans.
And you touched on Franco. You were without your assistant today with suspension. Was that difficult for you? Was there any difference for you there on the touchline not having him there?
No, listen, we had him mic'd up with, you know, we Gordon, so that was it was good. We knew and understood that he was going to be suspended today, so we'll work towards that this week in terms of our organisation with the backroom team. So, but luckily that's him. He needs to shut up, Jack. He needs to stop getting booked. But luckily that's him. He should be back for next Saturday now.
And just look ahead to next Saturday. The league's obviously completely went around. You've had the first run of fixtures. Are you expecting any change in the teams you're coming up against now that you're playing them again?
I think it's a great question, because I think that's what exactly happens. I think in that first round of fixtures you're probably kind of summing and sizing people out, aren't you, and teams and how they're going to play and what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, what their set pieces are. And ultimately now we've played against all the 9 teams, we know that it's a very competitive league. I don't think there's much between any of us, and I think the 10 managers would say that. I think we're very, very evenly aligned and matched. And ultimately, I think if you look at most games, I think probably the East Kilbride game with Forfar side, most games have been decided with a 1 goal. So it's important that you're competitive, we remain competitive, and you know, if we can build on the first quarter we've had, as I said last week, that'll be very good.
Just finally, you've touched on that quarter movement. This second one is going to take you through the winter. Do you think that's probably going to be the most important in the grand scheme of the league, getting through these winter months kind of in a good position?
I think it is. I think when you come to January, you always want to, because obviously that's when you go to Mario's of this world and Neil Watts of this world, and you're saying please, in terms of open checkbooks and trying to get a wee bit, you know, bolster the squad, because if you can sit with January and we can get to January just tucked in there nicely and in the pack, because that was always our plan with the -5. We always said if we could get in that pack for January, we're probably in the pack sooner than we thought we would be, and that's why I said it's a different, you know, observation for this next quarter coming. But ultimately, if we can be up there and round about it, then January is a good month to go and look at other options that may help the squad and take us towards the end of the season.
And on this trophy, you're through now. Does that take any sting out of the last game, or are you still going to be very professional going into the final game?
Oh, listen, you're playing Stennismuir. I think they've won 5 out of 5. They're a good side. They're a League One side. And we're sitting, I think somebody says we're sitting 5th, so it would be nice to finish in that top 6 and be seeded. So ultimately, if you told us that again before the start of this cup, I think everybody run about Dumbarton would have took it, get into that last game that we're already qualified, but with an opportunity to also, you know, be seeded with a result in the last game. So we'll do what we've always done. We'll use the squad, but we'll certainly take it serious and try to get as many points as we can.